I got one question for you. Which one would you rather have? An 800 credit score or $500,000 in available credit? What if I show you can have both? We have a special guest that did both of them, and she's a single mom with 2 kids, and she's killing it. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. All right, y'all. We got my dog Nicole, Silent K, in this thing. She gonna talk about how she got over $200,000 and the journey, success, everything she did, credit, business credit, real estate, everything when it comes to being a boss, single mom, and kids.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, Nicole met us back in 2020?
Yeah.
And she said she liked us because we answered the phone when we was just starting our credit repair business. And from there on, bro, hey, look, I salute to you. You implemented everything we taught. You was like, yo, how can I do more? What do I need to do? And I was like, bro, I don't know nobody who's like so anal about getting an 800 credit score. I was like, bro, you had 760. So what you do? Why you want 800? And then he was like, hey, man, I really want it. It's a goal of mine that I want. And it took a whole year. But can you explain that process to how you found us and, how that went?
Right. So I'm going to tell you exactly how it started. It was a little bit gray on y'all's side. So to like 2, 3 in the morning, like I always am, just learning everything that I can because I'm obsessed with credit. And then I seen Dave talking about how to get student loans removed. And I was like, bet, okay, I already got some student loans removed, but I need to get them off 2 other bureaus. And then I think, like I emailed or something, however I got your contact information, y'all scheduled me for a consultation. And I spoke to both of y'all. And I said, listen, this is what my goal is. My goal is to hit the 800s. Because I was thinking like, okay, if I hit the 800s, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Nobody gonna be able to tell me nothing. Nobody gonna turn me down. And I think it was you, Mike, that you were like, you know what? You gonna be one of our special clients. You was like, I don't think I ever heard anybody calling in talking about they want to hit the 800s. But like I said, when I used to work at a car dealership, I had this guy come in. Now, this story is kind of similar to a lot of dudes that came in. They didn't look like us. And they were like, 800 high 700s, 800 credit scores. And I was just like seeing how they get treated. That was the main thing, like how they get treated versus the way other people get treated. And I was like, that's the life for me. Like it's 700 was no longer a goal because I want my credit score to speak for me. So y'all worked on the last bureau where I had trouble with, I ain't gonna say no name, sound like a but they was playing games, and I contacted them so many times, asked for amnesty, and I paid off the debt. I did everything, and they had some late payments. They didn't want to remove them. So we had to, y'all, your magic had to remove that. And then in the middle of the night, I got like I had a God moment where it was like, check your email. It was like 3, 4 in the morning, checking my email. It was like, boom, Experian jumped up 53 plus points, whatever it was, maybe more than that. And boom, it was at that point, all 3 bureaus was in the 800s. And I was like, I think y'all on the East Coast. So I think I immediately I was crying for sure. And then I think I text y'all or something, and y'all always respond anyway too. So that's good. And that's like the main thing is like, I appreciate y'all so much because y'all are responsive, y'all care. I joined the Facebook group in the interim lives during the shutdown. Like that was probably the best year to like learn. I waited on hold for Experian before for 3 hours, like just to get some inquiries removed because we wasn't doing anything else. You know what I mean? I mean, why? Hey, I need these inquiries removed. I'm applying for something today. I'm getting these inquiries removed today. Like, it's kind of like that though, right? But everything that y'all said to do, mainly like apply for these cards, do this hack. I mean, you name it. You tell me, I did it. I wanted those results. I would walk in and like hear theme music, like, you know.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, and that's what I like about you so much. I know when we first met, we told you you was gonna pay us over $5,000 for our information, and you said no. You was like, bro, ain't no way I'm paying over. What you said? What, $1,000?
Yeah,
or something?
$1,000.
And I was like,
hell,
all right, now you got an 800 credit score. This is what you do with it. And then you was like, boom, 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 boom. Hey, what else y'all got? And then that's when we came up. Like everything we made was because of you, to be honest. We like, hey, bro, Nicole needs something else. He's like, let's start a mentorship. All right, we're gonna start a mentorship. First person we call was you. Like, hey, look, we're gonna teach you how to do Airbnb, Toro, business credit, personal credit, whatever. And then you joined. How was that experience? Joining
Okay.
that first.
So first off, when you called me, I was at Dollar Tree walking down the aisle spending money that I didn't even need to be spending, and the daggone Dollar Tree went up to $1.25. So you kind of called me off guard when you asked me that question. Like, how much would I spend? I had already spent thousands of dollars, like, on, and just, you know, just trying different things and stuff. So to me, it was kind of like, I ain't spending no more money, you know, but it is y'all. And the plethora of information that you all hold. And I knew too, like, I also believe in paying people for paying for your time, paying anyone that can give me value or give me add value to my life. I was like, it was kind of a no-brainer at that point too. So that's why.
Okay. So in mentorship, I know we didn't talk about it, but in the mentorship, you took you wanted to do the credit repair, you wanted to do all these different things, but business credit stuck out to you. Why was that?
Yeah, well, being that I've been obsessed with credit for a long time, so like over 20 years. One of the things that I noticed and that I wanted other people to know, and like this is like friends and family, and you all met like my closest, like my sister, and helped her get her scores up to the 700s. But she'll tell you, like, she said when she first met me, we were like, one of the first things that she noticed about me is she said I had like my together. That's what she said. She was like, you were somewhere mailing off some letters to the credit bureau. She was like, that's one of my earliest memories of you. And what I noticed at first when I wanted to do the credit repair business is I was just like, really at the end of the day, nothing against y'all or anybody who's about credit repair, or I really don't even like to say repair. I feel like it's more of a mindset. You gotta change your mindset on how you feel about credit, because it's really, you're not repairing. Like, you learn some bad information, but by people who didn't know no better. But if you change your mindset, you shift it just a little bit, like in the right direction, you will have good credit. So you can't really repair something that's not broken. It's just like your thoughts about it. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have that company or do that for anyone else, because I feel like no one's gonna go that hard for anyone. Like, you're gonna do it, but you're gonna do it for yourself. So being that I was obsessed with it and I wanted to grow and I want access, and I want to know what it feels like to walk into, the anywhere and, card down, like I've touched black cards. Like that's the next goal. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted that access. And that's just for me. This is me and what I want.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't necessarily give that over to anyone else. So that's why I didn't want to do credit repair. So, but business credit, you are.
Hey.
Why I love business credit more? Because it's even more power. So if goal was 800 on the personal side, that goal is already been attained. The only other thing is business credit. So when y'all start telling me like you need to get business credit and all that, it was just like another more. I got higher credit card approvals. I got just like instant
gratification. And if you didn't get it, you was upset.
like that. Yeah. All right. Yo, look.
Yeah. I was thinking about the story that I told y'all that time about that Capital One card, that it was like a $10,000, and I forgot to. I thought I forgot to activate it, but it really was. They report over to the personal side, right? So I was like, I had that. Yeah. So I didn't. But yeah, that yeah is.
So how many cars do you have?
Huh?
How many cars do you have?
You know,
I think you got. Go ahead.
I didn't count them, but it doesn't seem like a lot.
Hold on, let me go like this and put it to your ear.
Hey, look. Oh my goodness. Fire. All fire.
Sheesh.
Hold on. Did you start this before our mentorship? Or did you do this after?
Credit cards?
Yeah. Started getting the credit card before.
I think I applied for this card like after, this was like during the mentorship.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. And then I remember you got Chase, and then you got I don't remember what cards you got actually.
Well, hold on. So how long ago was the mentorship? Was that a year, 2 years, a year and a half?
Like a year ago.
A year ago now?
So hold on. How do you get all those cards? Matter of fact, hold on. Hey, look. At the end, we're gonna tell y'all. Nicole gonna explain it herself because me and Dave, look, we don't want to explain nothing. We got people in the comments saying crazy stuff that we're not explaining stuff. So Nicole gonna explain it for you guys because I mean she learned from the best. But I want to highlight your business. I know you took what we taught you and then you expounded upon it. And I would dare to say that you might even know more about business credit than us. So hey, go ahead, brag on yourself real quick. What's the name of your business?
So my company is 832 East Financial.
Woo.
And yeah, I like that, right?
Yeah.
Like to my family and to where I'm from. I'm from South Side Chicago. And you know, it's a story behind it. I won't go that deep with it, but really like it's my great grandmother who, I mean, we live right behind what's called Seaway Bank. They're no longer it was like the first Black bank in Chicago. And my great grandmother actually had good credit. Like she taught us how to like write checks. Like we just little kids. My grandma would be like, stand right here. Like we was her bodyguards and like make us watch her like deposit money, withdraw money, and like write checks and stuff. And then I grew up with junior achievement where, you know, I was like, people should be like, when I noticed like moving around, like it wasn't taught no more. And I was like, people need to know this. And then I've been in different businesses and had opportunities where people told me like financial freedom, like go get a mirror. I never forgot that. I don't remember who told me, but it was like, if you want financial freedom, like you need to like see it within yourself. So I learned like young. And I also thought that when you age, when I was a little kid, that you just automatically was going to be rich. Cause that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought that too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
like mainly, it was y'all. Like you were like, you know, if you really don't like credit repair, you should teach people about business credit because it is like it saved me. It's like I stay up late nights and I be tired in the morning when I need to get up and go to work and be a filter. But I want people to know how to do this. Like it wasn't hard. It was just like if you're gonna go to college, like
why go to college when you can get this in a year? Okay, all right. So another question: how much available credit do you think you got on a business and a personal side? You don't gotta like just
probably it's on both.
Both.
About $1 million?
No, at least a half. No.
You said what? $500,000?
Yeah.
Hold on. And she just said that like, no, I don't got $1 million. Just half. Just half
right now.
All right.
I might go next year.
I wanna start tackling more on the business lines of credit.
Okay.
More. Happen enough. Ask for credit line increases enough either.
Right. Hey,
You be at a mill by then, either end of this year or next year, or double.
Yeah, me and you, like I said, man, you need to get into a little study party so I can show you more stuff I know. Cause I know you out there killing it, but hey, look, I'm learning more, and I'm gonna plug you in because I know $500,000. Like that's crazy, but I know you more passionate and want to help single mothers and stuff like that. So I think if I can show you what I know versus what you already know and already doing and killing, ain't you all like TV shows already? You on TV shows, right?
Radio. Hey, she out here.
What she got going on?
I am a guest. I'm a guest on the Financial Defender radio show.
Ooh, that's what's up.
We have a show here in Las Vegas every second, third, and fourth Monday on 88.1. And then we are in Tyler, Texas, twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Can't think of the name of the station right now. I apologize.
Don't worry about it.
Stop this.
$500,000. Hey, do you have like a link or something we can put it in the description or so people can listen to you?
You can send it to us?
Send it to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we about to blow that station up. But okay. So now we're gonna get to the part where everybody want to know, how did you do it? Can you walk us through the steps? I know you learned from us, but we want you to tell everybody how to do it because the last video we brought the other guy on. He had $200,000 in business and personal funding, and I think he was a class behind you. So we did a class for a week, and then we waited another month, and then we did another class. And y'all two was just like, hey, look, what do I need to do? And y'all was just doing it. I was like, bro, this is crazy because me and Dave already did it. So it's like our family members didn't want to do it. Our friends didn't want to do it. And I was like, bro, they're like, yo, how y'all making so much money? How y'all doing all this stuff? How y'all traveling? How y'all, got the foreign cars and stuff like that? And I'm like, bro, it was credit. And this is how you do it.
Credit is life. I keep on telling everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you get the credit, you got to have like a business or something because if you use the credit, you got to pay it back. So if you use the credit to fund your business, you can bring in revenue and then you can live the life you want to live. So I want to go ahead and ask you, okay, can you explain the process of how you got so many cars in such a small amount of time?
So
we know first. All right, we know you first. You clean up your credit first. Well, your credit was already good. Personal credit was just A1.
It wasn't always good because remember.
Yeah.
You want me to tell that story?
Nah.
Don't tell that part because it's always good. But
we know that credit was good. I'm saying, so didn't you leverage your credit and then got all those business credit cards? Being that I already had a relationship with the creditors on the personal side, right? So what relationship did you have? Who were some of the banks you had a relationship with first? Amex.
Amex. Bank of America. I have had Bank of America since 2004. Right?
Okay. So the key, let's say, is create a relationship with the bank first. Go open up a few bank accounts. We always and then so what? 3 or 4 banks is good for people for they started.
For the sake of this, definitely the relationship, and then applying. And not being afraid of somebody telling me no. Like no, and then figuring I get a letter in the mail, it's like, well, okay, what did I do wrong? And then call them. I think that's part of it, is also not being afraid to pick up the phone or walk into the bank and ask them. And then also, what do you need? Like what bureaus do they pull from? And then I kind of learned about the credit card stacking and then watching my credit age. And also the removing of the inquiries, that was like huge. Once I learned that from y'all, and it was like, okay. And then also I'll wait during the shutdown on hold for 3 hours. Not saying that you have to do that now, but once you learn that you just need to call them, not be afraid to say, I need y'all to remove this for whatever reason. Won't go into detail.
Okay.
Because some creditors are inquiry sensitive, right? Then you got Chase, who's 5 and 24 rule, understanding the rules and understanding Yeah, I think that, and then just applying.
Okay. So step one is create relationship with the banks personally.
Yep.
Well, getting your first step is clean your credit up if you have bad credit. And in the meantime, create a relationship with the banks. Once you create a relationship with the banks, apply anyways and see what happens. And then use hard inquiry tricks to remove hard inquiries. And then
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say one thing that popped up in my head when you were saying that. I had one product with US Bank, and once they got out of the 0% interest on that card, I asked them to move me to a different card, right? Or not being afraid of those annual fees. And then when the fee comes, like, no, I don't want this card. No, put me in this card. So then I don't have to pay the annual fee. Put me in a different product, because those cards, well, those ones are specifically with their bank, but also a lot of smaller banks and like community banks and credit unions. Some of them don't own those cards too. So just knowing that, I think also reading the fine print, listening to really that.
So explain credit card stacking to me.
Okay. Let me make sure right, because this is the way I understand it, because I kind of did it wrong. But basically, like, credit card stacking is when you, let's say, for instance, we're going to talk about TransUnion, and we're going to only apply for credit cards that pull from TransUnion. And when we apply for those cards, when you apply for those cards specifically, you're going to do it within a very, very short period of time, if not all in that same night, meaning like you're using your laptop, using your cell phone, using your iPad, using your baby's tablet to apply for all of these cards all in the same time, so that doesn't affect your credit age. Or if it does affect, it is going to affect your credit age, but it's all going to be like within that same short period of time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then
So yeah, hey, look, that was a perfect explanation. So you did that with Experian. So you got a couple cards with Experian, and then you did it with TransUnion. You got a couple cards with TransUnion, and then you did it with Equifax. Got a couple cards. How many cards do you think you got your first time around doing the stacking method? Ballpark.
8.
8 cards.
8 cards. Now,
on average, how much was each card?
Oh man,
it don't gotta be like
probably, if I say like 13 or no, like 15,000, something like that, average.
Hey, the code got a $5,000 limit. She throw the card away. What is this? Don't disrespect me like that. Y'all better put some. All right, so now that's going to lead us into business credit, and I want you to explain to the people why you said that everything you're going to do is going to be on the business credit side.
Yeah, because they give you higher credit limits. They give you that's the best part, and you can hide your utilization.
Woo!
Yeah.
Tell them one more time what you can do.
Well, we don't have.
Yeah. Tell them one more time, or tell them that again. Hide your utilization, because most people, like I know, max cards. But if you max out your credit cards for the right thing.
Yeah. But like I know I probably shouldn't have, and y'all probably, but when I got my new truck, I put my down payment on my credit card, because I looked at it like it was only a couple $100 on the fees, but I also got cash back for that. So it kind of like canceled itself out, and I was still able to hold on to my money and flip it over a couple times before I paid that card off. Because I had
God, how much points did you get for that one down payment? Because I know you put down a good guap.
I don't even remember. I know it felt when I cashed out those points. Stayed in hotels in San Diego. Was able to go into the Centurion House Lounge when I went to. Was in there like sipping wine and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, credit good.
Hey, credit good.
It changes your life. Trust me, I'm telling you. Just
all right, that's about it.
you could sacrifice
But that's that. You know, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I think.
All right. So, but last thing though, Nicole, we know we could talk for hours and hours because you know so much information. Like I don't even know how much you really know. Like you just be coming out with stuff, and then it's crazy when you be hitting us up like, hey, yo, I got another $20,000 approval. Oh, I got additional 7,000 added to this credit line. It's so crazy, man, and I love it. And you already know, we energy partners. You know what I'm saying? Like we feel each other more than anything. But I want everybody to know that you know, Nicole was a part of our group. It's called we about to change the name to what we lit financially.
Yeah.
Because the other name was trademarked and the ladies threatened to sue us. So we got to change the name.
Yeah.
So we're changing it to We Lit Financially.
There's a couple people that financially lit. It really is.
But since you know we so
we popular, like people like, oh, who is these people? What are they doing? And we out here getting people results for free and stuff. It's messing up their brand because once they search them, they see us, and then when they see us, they see you, and they see that stack of cards, and it's crazy. Because you remember you left that testimonial where you and your friend, when you hold up the first time.
Yeah.
So you know, people are selling T-shirts and doing other things with the name Financially Lit, but we can't get into it because we too dope. So hey, look, we want to cut it off right there. Is there any final words you want to say?
Go hard. That's what I want people to do. Like, go hard, go for it.
Okay. Hey, no days off.
A little bit of time that you spend like getting your credit right is so much. It's like do that for a short period of time to have the lifetime of good feelings. Like you don't have to worry about trying to pay you don't have to worry. Like you do something wrong, do something now for the rest of your life. Like my kids are on my credit cards. Two of these cards, 3 of these cards, they're authorized users on here. They don't have 800 credit scores. Like do this stuff now, so you don't have to worry. Your kids don't have to worry. And trust me, their kids. That's how you leave a legacy. That's how you can change things. You don't have to have millions of dollars to change the legacy of your family. Like you could do these things now to change the future.
God, that was a strong one, boy.
We're gonna end on that one.